For my upcycling project, I decided to make hanging planters. Some of the materials you will need are 2 cans, paint, paintbrushes, yarn, 2 succulents, scissors, water, and a trash bag. I spent about $1.18 on the cans and $7.98 on the 2 succulents and the rest of the materials I had at my house. First, you're going to rinse out the inside of the 2 aluminum cans and tear the paper off, and then you're going to dry them off with a towel. After that, gather all the materials and lay a trash bag out on a table outside. The trash bag will be used to catch any paint that might drip and to make sure the soil doesn't get everywhere. Next, you're going to open the paint and start using the paintbrush to begin painting all over the outside and the bottom of the 2 cans. When you finish with that, let the cans sit outside on the trash bag until they fully dry. As the cans are drying, start to create the net-like base that the yarn will form to hold the planters. To do this, you will first cut 6 pieces of yarn that are about arm's length each. Take the 6 pieces of yarn and tie them all together in a knot. This knot is the base. Put something heavy on the knot so that it doesn't move when tying the design together. Separate the 6 pieces of yarn into 3 different pairs. Take the first pair and tie a knot about 1 inch from the base. Do this with the other 2 pairs as well. Next, take 1 piece of yarn from the first pair and 1 piece of yarn from the second pair and tie those together about 1 inch from the previous knots. Do this with pieces of yarn from pairs 1 and 3 as well as pairs 2 and 3. Continue with this one more time until you have a net-like base that is big enough to hold the planter. After you finish this process, you're going to do it again to create another structure for the second planter. After the paint is dry, you can begin to plant the 2 succulents into each can. Next, pour about 1/4 cups of water into each succulent. Now you can place each can into each structure that you created with the yarn. Tie the 6 pieces of yarn at the top. Creating this knot will allow you to hang up each planter. At this point, you have finished the creation process of the planters. Now you can hang them up. I decided to put mine on my screen and porch because I already had a hook where plants can be held from there. If I were to sell these planters somewhere, I think I could make around $8 per each one.